locker? This is warmer? Oh, my gosh. All right. All right, what do we got? Let's answer your questions, and we'll go from there. Just yell.
Ryan,
Sorry.
is Garrett still going to be a game time decision, or do you have a better idea of what he's going to be like right now?
He's out. He's out. We made it. I just made a decision. He is better, but I'm not going to put him in the position that I think he's at right now.
Coach, Monday I heard Coach Saban say he wanted Elias Ricks to have a good game, play well, but not get caught up in the fact he's going up against his old team and all that stuff. From your perspective, do you talk to your players about that kind of stuff and staying in the game and not getting caught up in an ex-teammate, going up against them?
I didn't talk about that specifically. They know him. Certainly he was here. Our guys are so much more focused on what they need to do and how they need to play more than, any former relationships that they've had with players, to be quite frank. And I'm sure Coach Saban is the same way. This is much more about being in the right emotional zone when you play the game and being locked in and focused. So our guys hear that from me all the time, and I'm pretty certain that that's how it's going to be played.
Coach, you had some momentum, 2 big games, 2 wins. Have you looked at the open date? You get to pick where you want it. Maybe this is a Monday question, but have you given any thought to where this open date falls, and do you like it where it's at right now?
Yeah, I think after 4 straight SEC games, I think it hit at the right time, where the guys need a bit of a reset mentally and physically. I think it probably falls at the right time, with that kind of schedule that we have with 4 consecutive SEC games. It gives them a good reset. They're anxious to play. We had 2 practices that last week and then 4 this week. It feels like camp again. These guys are a little bit, hey, can we get to the game, please? So they were rushing off the field to stretch and do some things, get to the barbershop, and get ready for the game.
Hey, Coach, are you guys preparing at all for the possibility of there being some rain and inclement weather for this game?
It never rains in Louisiana.
Yeah, that's true. It might not, but the radar.
You guys
says
have sold me
little-
the Chamber of Commerce since I've been here. It's it's so hot, it gets sticky, and it rains. I haven't seen any of that, and I'm not going to believe that it rains here. So you guys think it rains? No, we've got wet ball drills and all those things, and practice any of those kinds of situations and scenarios. So the biggest thing is obviously a wet ball in terms of trying to throw the football. So I think we've done that now 3 days in a couple of periods, and feel comfortable with whatever the weather conditions are.
Hi, Coach. How did you and your coaching staff prepare Harold Perkins in the bye week for a quarterback like Bryce Young?
I don't know that you can prepare anybody for a quarterback like Bryce Young. I think what Harold brings is, obviously an athleticism that can close on him and force the ball out of his hands. The one thing that I think you got to be careful with is, you're trying to make a big play on him and he makes you look silly. We need to get the ball out of his hand. And so Harold's an extremely gifted athlete, close space, get in a good football position and get the ball out of his hand.
Hey, Coach. Obviously a big test for your offensive line this weekend, but particularly on the edge, containing Anderson and the pass rushers there. Just how have you seen Emery and Will in particular kind of handle that challenge as true freshmen this week?
Yeah, they're going to be a challenge, and it's not. And I think I mentioned this the other day, is you just can't fan to one side. Both ends are outstanding players. So, yeah, we're going to have to chip. We're going to have to take the tight end and use him before he gets out. Slow release the tight end. We're going to have to chip with the back. I think our guys have done a pretty good job. The one thing about the SEC, what I've learned since I've been down here, is that you're getting really good pass rushers each week, and you have to account for that. So within our system and what we've done in the passing game, we've had to go through this. This isn't the first time, and we'll have to employ that again.
Hi, Coach Kelly right here. How do you think your guys have handled the preparation in the face of adversity this week?
What adversity? Has there been adversity?
Just a big game coming up this
Oh.
Saturday. A lot of lights going on, a lot of bright lights.
Oh,
lot of
you mean the distractions of that? No, as I told them, I mean, look, that stadium it should be electric, but it's only going to be electric if we play well. It's going to be quiet if we don't play well. And, I told them, look, you did a pretty good job of quieting the crowd at Auburn. You did a pretty good job of quieting the crowd at Florida because you played well and the opposing team didn't. So if you want this crowd to be in your favor, we got to go out and play well. And, I've said this many times. It's a privilege to play in these kind of opportunity games, against an Alabama, but you got to go do something about it.
Coach, you had said on Monday, paraphrasing, I guess, that you didn't want them to put too much pressure on themselves with Alabama. Did they
Yeah.
do a good job of that this week?
Yeah, I mean, I think they did. I mean, the preparation has been really good. I think, what I saw maybe, a little bit at the end of practice yesterday was, Coach, we need to get playing here. This is a lot, and I think they're anxious, they're excited, and I don't mean anxious in terms of nervous. I think they're excited about playing Alabama. I think there's a lot of respect for them. They know they're a really good football team. Look, I mean, they know that this has been a one-sided series. I think they've won one game in the last 10 years against them. So that's the fact. But they're excited about this opportunity to play a program that has been consistently the best or measured as the best in the country. Thank you.